Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Oh, is that something on my lens? Can you see me? Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Elaine and today's video is a shopping haul. It's from Aldi. All of these things is from Aldi and I'm just trying to go ahead for Christmas, so it is quite a biggish haul. I would say, yeah, it's a big haul, so get your cuppa ready. Sit yourself down, relax, and I'll show you what I picked up. Most of this is Christmas food. So let's start off. I've got my receipt here. You can see it's going to be a lot, but look at the length of the receipt. I'm going to start off. Okay, so I picked up these caramelised onion pork sausages. These are, as I say, from Aldi, and they're absolutely lovely. If you haven't tried these, please add them to your shopping list, because you won't be disappointed. They're absolutely delicious. So that's them there. I'm trying to, so the glare doesn't, that's them there. You're getting 6 sausages in here. And I picked up a few packs of these. I picked up like 3 packs of them. And they were, I'll give you the price for them. I'll go and try and find it. £2.49 a pack. So I picked up those. I also picked up some streaky bacon as well. That was £2.29 for that. Now I get this one because I want a lot of fat content in it, and it's to just put on top of the turkey, to keep it moist when I cook it. So this, I'm going to freeze it. It's got the date on 29th of December. Actually, I wouldn't have to freeze it. You could keep her in the fridge. These have got the 13th of December on, but I am freezing these things. I just wanted to get ahead. Okay. Oh, pigs in blankets. Now this was an interesting one, guys, because there's 12 pigs in blankets in here, and these are the Oakhurst ones. I picked these up in the chiller section. The date on them's the 15th of December, but I'm going to freeze them. And you'll probably be thinking, well, why didn't you pick them up in the frozen section? Because you can't get exactly these in the frozen section. And I'll tell you why, because they were cheaper by 10 pence to buy them like this, in the chiller cabinets. So these were £1.99 in the chiller cabinet, but they were £2.09 in the frozen section. So please check that out. Sometimes the frozen section isn't always the cheapest, like you would assume, But yeah, you can't assume anything these days. That's all the pack of sausages. Okay, so more pigs in blankets. I've got a few coming for dinner. I've got 10 up till now. 10 humans and 8 dogs are coming. Some more pigs in blankets. So I need loads of pigs in blankets. Turkeys. Let's move on to turkeys. Okay, so I picked up this one. Now this is the traditional, not traditional, Elaine, it's not traditional, but it is traditional, I guess, turkey. It's the British turkey crown in large. So I picked this up. I'm going to give you the price of it. Oh, it's freezing, I'm going to have to put it down. I'll end up with frostbite in my fingers. I find the turkey, it's going to be the most expensive thing on the receipt. It's £16.99 for the turkey crown. Now it says it serves, just wipe the frost off, 7 and 9 people. Now I bought 2 of these because we'll have some left over, because I actually like having the turkey left over, because we usually have another dinner, because I always loads of leftovers. We usually have another dinner on Boxing Day, or there's always turkey curry, things like that, or a turkey pie. So I like to cook the 2 turkeys as they go on there. I like to cook these and use them the following day, and even the day after that if there's still any left. Now these are 2.8 kilograms. Now the start, what do they start off at? 2.6. I think the start is 2.6. I wonder if it tells us on here. Let me. Yeah, they start off at £2, 2.6. Sorry, I wish they were £2.6. 2.6 and go to 2.8. So have a rake, right, in the freezer and pick up the 2.8 if you can get it, because that's the largest weight. You know, and you want the largest for your money, don't you? You know, you want the most for your money. So, yeah, have a look and try and get the one what's 2.8. They also do a medium size as well. Obviously, that's cheaper. I think the medium size was $13.99, but the largest weight that was 2.3 kilograms. So, you know, it depends how many you've got coming and whether you want turkey afterwards. Because I've got the oven on. The way I figure it out is I might as well cook too, you know, whilst I've got the oven on. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, this is in no particular order, mind. I picked up these cheeses. Now this is the Wensleydale and cranberry, and you get grammage 200 grams in each of these. Now I did see the cheese truckles. This one's Wensleydale and cranberry and double Gloucester and onion and chive for that one. I did see the cheese truckles, you know, but they were tiny. They were absolutely tiny. I thought I could fit all that into my mouth. You know, probably, well, Dave could, most definitely, fit in the full cheese truckle in his mouth once you peeled the wax off. And I thought, I'm not paying for that, you know, because it was like 99 pence, and you think, oh, 99 pence. But when you look at the weight, I'm like, no, it's not worth it. Jeez, but these were $1.99 each. Actually, I thought they were $1.79, you know what? But they were $1.99. Yeah, I'm sure it had $1.79 on the shelf, and I've been charged $1.99. So make sure when you're having a look. Okay, moving on. Still on the frozen section, guys. I picked up these prawns from Aldi, and these are the Atlantic large prawns. Now in this you get, let me tell you how much you get in it. 275 grams in a bag. Now remember, there's water in these, quite a lot of water comes out. So I picked up like 3 bags of these, and I'm going to just pop them in the freezer. You know what to use, because we have prawn cocktail on Christmas Day. Well, some of us do. I'll tell you how much the prawns were. They were £2.75 for a bag. I also picked up these spring rolls. These are just like, so vegetarians can eat these as well. You just pop them in the air fryer. They're dead easy to do. The vegetable spring rolls, and you get 12 in here. So that's 216 grams in there. I'll tell you how much the spring rolls were. These were £1.19, and I picked up a couple of those because they're nice to just snack on, aren't they? We'll probably have those on Christmas Eve. Normally I do have people over on Christmas Eve. Well, I have everybody over on Christmas Eve who's coming on Christmas Day, but this year I haven't. So I've only got I've got one person. I think I've only got one person coming like for the evening, but I'll have people calling in and then like one staying. But the next day, obviously, I get everybody. I just thought it would be nice for them to spend, especially Emma and Jamie, with you know, little Alice, to spend Christmas Eve in their own home this year. So I just said to everyone else, look, you know, I'm not doing Christmas Eve this year. But do you know what? Believe me, they'll be here on Christmas Day. They'll come at about 11 o'clock, and they won't go home until after midnight. It's an all day affair. And do you know what? I've bought them all pyjamas. Yeah, we've all got the same pyjamas, so we're going to do a photo shot of us all in these pyjamas. And they're the ones from B&M, you know, with the stacks on. So yeah, they'll be able to just you know, wear the pyjamas and be comfortable whilst they're here. Like later on, you know, on the evening, obviously they'll be coming in their clothes, you know, but they're quite welcome to change into the pyjamas to get comfy. I want people to be comfortable, you know, when they're in me home. I did pick up some of these. These are not for Christmas, but whilst I was down the frozen section, I thought I'd pick them up. My son loves these. He says they taste exactly like chicken. I haven't actually tried them yet, but I will. and these were £2.75 or £2. Let me double check. Might be £2.95. £2.95 for those chicken southern fried chicken bites, and the same for the chicken nuggets. £2.95 for those. I have tried these, and these do taste like McDonald's ones. Okay, moving on. Now I did get Christmas pudding. It's actually over there because I wouldn't fit in my hamper box. I picked up this Christmas pudding, and I didn't get brandy sauce for the simple reason everybody likes custard with it. So I picked up the custard, 2 packets of it. So we are having Christmas pudding with custard. I know it's traditional to have the brandy sauce, but you know, you just eat what you like, don't you? At Christmas time. The custard was 55p. Now, I'm really fussy with custard, and I do like the ambrosia, you know, Devon custard, but I can totally eat this one. It's not bad, guys. So it is cheaper than the ambrosia. So if you're wanting to save some money, this is only 55p. So give that one a go. You probably like it, you know. I picked up lard. Yes, I'm back to using old school lard and butter in my bacon, not margarine. So I picked up the lard, and this was only 50p a block. So I picked up 2 of those because I will be doing some bacon, you know, for Christmas. Because I do want to cut down on like the ultra processed foods and do my own, you know, bacon and stuff. My own like bits of party food. You remember last year I did some party food. I'm going to do it again this year, but I'm going to make my own pastry. Yeah, Christmas isn't Christmas without the cranberry sauce. And I picked up 2 jars, and this was 49p each. Now they did have the specially selected ones there, but they were £1.49, and I had port in them. I'm sure they're nice, you know, but I don't mind just plain basic cranberry sauce. So I picked up those. Actually I should have picked up more, but yeah, I can always go back. So 49p for those. Right, I picked up a big jar. This is quite a big jar, eh? It's, I'll tell you how much is in it. It's 822 grams in there of the sweet mince meat. Now I'm going to make my own mince pies, my own pastry at least. And so I picked up that £2.69 for that. But it's a huge jar. You're going to get loads of mince pies out of that. So I picked up that. Mayonnaise, I picked up this one. I always get this one, the light mayo. Now you can get it in the squeezy tube, or you can get it, well, squeezy bottle, or you can get it in the jar. And I've got it in the jar because I prefer it being in the glass rather than the plastic. So the mayonnaise was 95p a jar, and grams, you get 500 mils in here, 500 millilitres in that. I'm kind of running out of space here. I picked up some digestive biscuits. I got 2 packets of these. I'm going to have to hide them from Dave because he will eat them. He prefers them with the chocolate on, but he's, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So he will try to eat these. Okay, grammage. There's 400 grams in each packet. Now I picked these up to do strawberry cheesecake because not everyone likes Christmas pudding. So I thought I'd do my own strawberry cheesecake. The biscuits are digestives. Let me tell you how much those were. They were 59p a pack for the digestives. Now I did pick up some tomato ketchup. We always use this one. It's the Bramwell's tomato ketchup. There's 500 millilitres in this one, and it was 89p. Now for the rosemary sauce, is it called? Rosemary sauce. I just mix the mayonnaise with the ketchup, and basically that's all I do for that sauce, because when you buy the little jars, they're expensive. So yeah, just to make your own, that's all you need. So 89p for that one. Oh, lots more goodies, lots more goodies. Right, also for the cheesecake, I picked up this cheese. It's just the soft cheese. This was, I think, 95p for this per pack. I'll just double check for you. Yes, 95p a pack. Now, I have tried to make cheesecake unsuccessfully. And I was like, what's going on? You know, I couldn't understand why it wasn't setting properly. And it's because I was using low fat cheese, the low fat version of this. And you need the full fat, otherwise it won't set. So that's 95p for the full fat. The low fat one is 95p as well. But for cheesecake, you definitely need the full fat, guys. Don't learn by my mistakes. Because I will tell you, you know, mistakes as well. Me hits and me fails and everything, you will know. Okay, moving on, I picked up some ice and sugar. Now, I will be using this for various things I'll be baking, but in particular, me mince pies. You know, me sweet mince pies to dust over the top. Now, this has gone up in price. There's a surprise. 89p. I think it's gone up in price and down in size. Do you know that? But anyway, it is what it is, and it's 89p for that. I did pick up this huge pot of yoghurt, and it's a fat-free Greek-style yoghurt. Isn't it huge? It's 1 kilo. Now, David likes to munch on ice cream. He loves ice cream, and it's not good for him, especially when he's eating it every night. So I suggested we get yoghurt and freeze the yoghurt with some fruit in, and he eats that instead as like a frozen dessert. So I don't know if he's fully on board, but you know, all he has to do is try it. You never know. But he does like eating yoghurt like this, and so do I. It was only £1.65, and now I thought that was amazing. Because we have had the Rachel's from Sainsbury's, and it's sometimes you can catch it on the Nectar card, and it's about £1.70 on the Nectar card, and it's not as big as that, the tub. So that's really good value. Okay, I picked up this barbecue sauce, and it's the original barbecue sauce, and this was 89p, and you get 480 grams. So you can use this for pulled pork. You know, if you're doing pulled pork, that's really nice. I used it for that. But we haven't had pulled pork in such a long time. I think it's because there's only really David that would eat it. You know, I might eat a little bit, but I prefer not to. Anyway, moving on. I picked up some parsnips. The parsnips were 74p. For those, and in it, well, actually they weren't, because I got money off. There was 50% off, but having these for our dinner tonight. There's 500 grams in there. But yeah, sometimes you can get these reduced, you know, if they've got like just a short shelf life on them. I picked up some sprouts as well. Picked up these Brussels sprouts. These were 89p, which, do you know what? It's expensive, isn't it? Can't believe I paid 89p for those. You know why? Because come Christmas, closer to Christmas, they reduce things down, don't they? To like 10p a packet and things like that. I'll be stocking up when they do. So 89p for those. But if you can wait, just wait. You know, mine's for the dinner tonight. Oh, there's another cream cheese. Picked up some romaine lettuce. I do like this one. This is quite like my favourite, I think, out of the lettuces. And this was £1.09. You get 2 in there. So it does us twice, you know, for 2 meals. I also picked up some Mary Piper potatoes. These are great for roasts, bacon. They're just a good all-rounder. You know, even if you wanted to do chips, well-style chips. Oh, in lard. Yes, why not? I think I'm going to buy myself a chip pan, an old-fashioned chip pan, you know, with a basket, and do some proper chips cooked in lard. Yeah, I don't care if they're not healthy. 225. No, it's not. They're not 225. They're £2.25 for the potatoes. My dear, the way prices has gone up these days. There's 2.5 kilograms in there. I picked up some celery. Now this was 75 pence and it's great for soups, you know, when you're doing soups. Oh, it's got the 8th of December on there, so I'm going to have to use that very soon. Well, today. I think I might have to use it today. I didn't realise the date. Or anyway, moving on. I picked up some green beans. Now these are the extra fine green beans. Again, these are for tonight's dinner, and these were £1.49, and they are expensive. £220 grams in there. I can't wait to grow my own. I picked up some monkey carrots. These 79 pence is quite a big bag, so these are worth it. If you're not bothered about odd shapes, which I'm not bothered about. It's just where they've hit the stone, isn't it? When they've been grown. This 1.5 kilograms in there. So they'll do for quite a few meals, and if you're making soup as well, brilliant. I picked up a butternut squash for tonight's dinner, and that was £1.09 for that one. I picked up some leeks, and these were £1.39. You're getting 2 in here, and again, great for soups or great for just roasting. 500 grams in there for the leeks. It's that time of year where you want to be doing stews, isn't it? Like beef stews or chicken stew or just, you know, vegetable stew, I guess. It's just, yeah, winter warmers, lovely winter warmers. Right, I got a cucumber, 89 pence for the cucumber. So we've got salad, you know, we've got the lettuce and that, so we can have a salad. And I did pick up these tomatoes. These were reduced actually, the sugar plum tomatoes. These were, let me tell you how much these were. Yeah, the sugar plum tomatoes were £1.45 on an offer. What you going then? Grams, let me have a look. 220 grams in there. I also picked up some rocket and baby leaf salad to mix with the romaine lettuce, you know, for a nice healthy salad. This one is, how many grams is in here? 90 grams in there, and this was 89 pence. But it just gives a nice taste, you know, like different lettuces and that, and sort of the peppery taste from the rocket is quite nice. I didn't used to like it, you know, before. I thought it tasted like blooming weeds. I must have tasted weeds when I was a kid, but honestly, I used to think it tasted like a weed, but I quite like it now. So 89 pence for that. It's really strange, isn't it, how when you get older your taste buds change. I was quite a picky eater when I was young, and yeah, as I got older, I think after I had my first child, my taste buds changed when I got in like in my 30s, and yeah, especially in my 30s, I noticed a big change in like foods that I eat, and now I'll try most food, you know, as you can tell by my fine figure. But yeah, anyway, yeah, your taste buds do change, and yeah, I like rocket now. I like lots of things that I didn't used to like, you know, but yeah, strange, isn't it? Okay, I picked up this. Now this is for the cheesecake. So all I've got to pick up on the, like, close to the time is the strawberries. You know what to do the topping on, because it's strawberry cheesecake. But I'll be able to do everything else like the day before, and then just do the strawberry topping. And this is to squirt on top, you know, just for decoration really. So squirt some of this on top, and then a little strawberry on the top of that will look nice for presentation. So this one was £1.39 for this real cream, but it's nice to pour on top of you know, your hot chocolate and that with the marshmallows. Lovely. I should have picked up 2, shouldn't I? Because that's not going to last. I'm going to have to go back. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back anyway, guys, because I do want to pick up some like other things. You know, I like to get salmon, like, you know, a fresh salmon, but I don't want to get that until closer to the time. Right, I picked up these crisps for little Pips, and she loves these ones. They're just like Wotsits, but they're much cheaper. You get 10 packs in there, and they're £1.49, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, the £1.49. So they are cheaper than the Watsits. And then she does get them from time to time when she comes to Grandma's house. She gets them at home as well, and she likes them other ones. You know, they're called melts, but they're like the skips. But she seems to have gone off them, and she's preferring the, you know, like the Watsit type of crisps now. Right, you know what, guys? I've got to put all of this stuff away now, and that's a bit I don't like. I hate putting things away, especially in the freezer, because it's freezing and I don't do cold. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope it's gave you some like ideas, you know, on pricing and things like that, if nothing else. And yeah, we'll probably be doing some more shopping, you know, when I'll shop for sort of things closer to the time, you know, of like fresh things. I want a gammon, you know, I want to get a ham, because I want to cook a ham this year. I still haven't started my Christmas cake yet, so we'll do that as well. That might be in the next video, actually. Should we do the Christmas cake in the next video? I know one of you guys mentioned about a Christmas cake, and I did bake one last year, so I will link that in the video in the description box below if you want to pop and have a look at that. I did overdo it though, so this year's, fingers crossed, will be better. But we'll do the Christmas cake, yes, and we'll do some baking as well, and some party food, and yeah, we'll definitely do some food. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video. If you've liked this video, please drop me a like, please drop me a comment as well, and if the hype button's showing up down there, please press that for me. I'd much appreciate it. I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.